I know how to cut it because if you noticed, if you watched it, the voice was a little off from our mouths. It pissed me off. Yeah, and because I uploaded and I couldn't fix it. Anyway.
Well, why'd you do that?
Felt like it, I guess. I just ran into some recording or editing issues that I did not foresee happening or understand what was going on really. Anyway, welcome back to the first official podcast of the Just Living podcast. I came up with the name because fucking I'm a badass.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we can't cuss. If we get the way for us to get monetized is we can't cuss for like the first like 20 seconds or something.
You just
Or they
cussed.
yeah, but it was 45 seconds and I looked.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. Also, make sure you're holding the microphone to the right.
I am.
Okay. Just making sure. So yeah, we got the name and everything. We were thinking about I was thinking about the mascot. Landon said we should get a skeleton. And I was thinking about it and I was like, that's actually so good because the podcast is called Just Livin' and it's
dead.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's like a perfect mascot.
I want to get a skeleton in a horse mask is what I want. Really bad. I don't know why. That video of you riding around on the 50 wearing a horse mask with Billy shooting you with a BB gun
is awesome. That is awesome.
It came up the other day.
Did it?
Phone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good video. I don't remember him shooting me with a fucking
Yeah.
BB gun.
Yep.
But it's cool. That's cool, I guess. Didn't know that. Yeah. Let's see. What do I got? Oh, I backed into Grandpa Frank's car.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah. How'd you do that?
I don't know.
You just backed right into
Yeah,
it?
I had like a stroke. So I usually come in, I back.
Were you flying?
No, I was going. Thank God, it didn't do anything to either of the cars. Thank God. But I was backing in, or I usually back in and go straight into my spot. I didn't because I was supposed to have an Amazon package or something. So I backed in, stopped to check, see if it was inside, and then I got back in my car. And I guess that threw me off or something, so I just kept going and
threw you off canter.
And I completely forgot that his car was there, and he was on the deck.
And
he watched it happen.
Oh, no.
It was bad, yeah. And I just go, no, and slam my hands on the steering wheel, because I'm like, a lot of I brag so much about I'm a good driver to people, and I'm like, this is the most embarrassing thing that I've ever done. Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh my God.
And he actually, surprisingly, he was like, things happen. He didn't freak out too much. You definitely could tell he was going to. Like and then he toned it down when he saw nothing was wrong. But, can you imagine telling your insurance company that
you
backed into your own car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That's bad.
It's good on the record.
Yep.
Let's see.
Bad.
I was thinking about posting this on the Parkland story thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Would it post?
Yeah. No, just like the Snapchat that I posted on my story.
Oh, yeah.
Good. I was thinking about. I think I'm gonna do it.
Probably get a ton of views.
I think. Well, I don't. I think it'll be funny for people to be like, yeah, your podcast sucks dick.
Oh my God.
I think that would be funny if people came up and were like, yeah, you're.
Too bad I dropped out.
Don't put. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's talk about that.
What more is there to talk about? I mean, it's just I dropped
but
out.
Why?
It's too much, man.
You're too smart. You're like, this is a waste of my time.
No, like, why do you have to take a sociology class for engineering?
Yeah.
When will I ever use that? And then the sociology class is all theories.
It's ideas and
there's
no like correct answer.
And she wanted us to write a ton of papers on stuff, but it was all theories.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make sense to me.
It's just not your forte.
I guess I'm just a retard.
I think you're just not into the
college
deep
lifestyle.
thinking yet.
No, I'm not smart enough.
You haven't made it to the next plateau.
I'm just not smart enough.
I mean, whatever. I think
somebody said that I wasn't going to be smart enough for it anyways. So
who said that?
I can't say.
You can say. Cut it out.
I can't say.
Okay. I'm curious to see who that is. Who said that?
What's his last name?
I don't know, because I don't know who he is. Do I know him?
He has a brother that name rhymes with Ook.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He said that?
Bert Blimmerman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said that.
Yeah, he said that.
Not his brother.
No. Bert Blimmerman said it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to cut that out either.
It hurt my feelings really bad.
It got to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you dropped. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck, I can't.
I'm like, I can't.
He's right. He's right. There's no reason for me to be
Yep.
here.
I don't even know, dude.
That's rough. By the way, we got a Halloween blanket behind us. And tonight we're decorating for Halloween, so in the next podcast will be Halloweened up. Well, I don't know how much will be in frame, but there will be Halloween
Yeah,
up.
but Halloween's not for like a long time.
I know, but Peyton and I, we get down. We get down to Halloween. Well, her birthday's on Halloween, to be fair. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
When's
so,
Halloween? October 23rd?
31st.
I don't fucking know. I'm terrible at dates, dude.
The 31st.
I'm
Honestly,
terrible with dates.
I wouldn't remember that either if it went for her birthday, though. To be fair, I'll give you that. I wouldn't remember.
That's fucking.
Last podcast, I noticed at the end when you took your hat off and you're messing with your hair, it just looked really awesome.
Look like George Washington.
Dude,
when
yeah,
he did it.
no.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gold.
Well, I just do it, man. I don't know. My head was itchy for some reason.
Yeah, same with your belly or
I had a
penis.
Sneeze.
Well, hopefully I'll have to cut that out probably. Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I need timestamps. I need to... Can I add a comment on this? I don't think I can.
Do that. Hey, what is the timestamp?
So I can... Notepad. Look at there. Okay, perfect. I'm learning.
This isn't too loud.
So that I can write down the time to go back to when I need to cut something out. I won't cut anything out, actually. I don't want to edit very much. Well, it wouldn't be bad if it was 10 minutes, but you have to sit through 55. So I need to definitely make notes so I can go back and I have to sit through all of it because that was annoying. But yeah, I was going to bring up something else, but I completely forgot.
That's cool.
I
I recently decided that I wanted to paint my truck.
Yeah.
I will give you the reason why I randomly decided this. So, my uncle came over to my house, and little beknownst to him, he was getting in for a full ride conversation with me, shirtless, while eating ramen noodles.
What a
So he
good
walked
combination.
in. He was going to drop something off, and I'm like, nope, that's not it. You're talking to me for a good minute because you're going to come to my house. We're going to talk, you know.
Yeah.
And he's talking about wanting to buy a truck, and then I started talking about mine. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like,
What?
he's talking about buying like a shiny truck, like a nice old truck like mine.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yeah, my truck's probably worth like 15 grand right now, the way it sits. He's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I've got like 8 grand.
Oh yeah.
Everything is new, you know.
Yeah. It's
So fast forward, I'm at his house. One thing that isn't new is my door hinges, so the door sags really bad, and so it doesn't shut all the time.
yeah, poverty type shit right there.
Just down broke. But
Down bad.
just down broke, dude.
Yeah.
And it wasn't shut all the way, so he went to open the door to shut it all the way as he's making fun of it, and he pushed the button into my door. So now I have no button for my fucking door handle. And I'm mad about it. I'm mad because you got to stick your whole finger in the door now.
You have to finger the door.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta feel
finger
around
the
for
door.
flap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's so annoying.
No,
And when I hit bumps, I can feel the button rattling in my door. Or hear
there's
it.
no way you can pull it out.
No. I'd have to take the whole door apart, but I
That
can't do
sucks.
that right now because the clips are really hard to get off, and I don't have the tool.
Oh yeah, they suck. Well, that sucks. Yeah, no, this is the third time I've heard this story. And
I'm mad.
yeah, he's pretty, yeah, that was
So I got home and I'm telling Dad about it. I'm telling Dad how if it's not shiny, they don't care about it, you know. He's like, make it shiny.
Oh.
He's like, just make it shiny. I'm like, oh, dude.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
I went out there. The whole bed is basically stripped down to bare metal, and I got patch panels on the way to fix the stuff, and hopefully by May it'll be painted.
One little piece of information made you say, "Yeah, I'm gonna make my truck so much more badass."
I'm gonna take it from a $15,000 truck to like a $40,000.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
One person says a sentence and it can change your outlook on a lot of things. It's crazy.
Words are powerful.
Words are so powerful. You know what's more powerful? Actions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
and you're
painting your truck.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna take those powerful words and put it into actions.
Yep. So I've been busting my little booty.
Yeah, he's posted.
My arms are kind of floppy.
I think
right
that's
now.
could be from too much. If you know what I'm saying.
No.
Jerking the hog.
No, dude. Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm kidding. He wouldn't do that. We're Christian boys.
No, it's from holding the angle grinder and going.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Are you not looking at it while you're doing it? That's how you keep getting hurt. Like, you do something.
No, normally I'm holding it one-handed. I'm looking over here, and then whenever he gets caught on something, it flips down.
That's fun. That's
Yeah.
good. I used an angle grinder today.
No, you
Yeah,
didn't.
my mounts turned out shitty.
Why?
Because I'm a retard.
Why?
Because I didn't measure correctly. And, well, I cut it with the angle grinder and not straight. So I had to use, so I had to use the soft wheel to shape
Straighten it up.
it. Yeah, like clay, basically. And it didn't work anyway. And then I used the hole punch, and there's no way you can, like, you just have to line it up to where you need it to be. And I didn't have it lined up, and it was the first time I used it, and it just right through it. And I was like, oh, fuck. So one is off, and one is at good level. So then I was like, well, what do I don't know. So then I was like, well, either I redo it or I salvage it. And so I was like, well, I'm going to do both because I don't want to use that. I'm not proud of it. And so one of the pieces of metal is on top of the mount piece of metal, and the other one's on the side of it. And so I tacked them together, and the holes line up. So I mean, it could work. It could work. It just looks like shit. And then I need to shave back those that point because it doesn't swivel enough.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could use it. It's just kind of embarrassing. Depending on where he puts it, is the way because I don't want people to see that.
Really, you could just cut a strip. I just start over.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Because now I have a better idea, and I'll do it
If
better.
you cut a skinnier strip, it should be able to swivel.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have Dennis give me his.
I'd so out fabricate your ass.
I know. Yeah, you would. I was thinking about the day. I was like, dude, Landon could do this in his fucking sleep, and I'm sitting here not having a single clue what I'm doing. I'm retarded.
I love
like I should just quit. I'm gonna kill myself.
I love
kidding.
fabrication, dude.
Pretty sure you can't say that. Anyway,
You
I know
can-
you're good at it. Dude, it makes sense. Like for me, it was like, dude, you throw that in there. I'm like,
What?
what am I doing? So it was kind of. I did it without too much help. So there's that.
Okay.
It wasn't perfect. Whatever. I'll get them next time.
Catch
Hey,
him on the blind
that's
side.
what's nice about working there, because like I can. Dennis is like, you don't have a time frame. Like you just do stuff, and it doesn't matter. Because I was putting my coworker, if she hears this, probably not ever.
You should send it to her.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Why?
Anyway, if she were to see this, she'll probably be like, that's kind of the dick move. Although she's definitely better at fabricating than me. So there's that. I'm giving her that, which feels like.
Get out fabricated by a woman.
Dude, that feels like the worst thing in the world. I feel like.
That's not
I
a
don't
bad
feel like a
thing.
man. No,
that's not a
no,
bad
it's
thing,
good
though.
for her. It's not a good thing for me. But, yeah. So she couldn't figure out how to put the panels back on. So he had me put like 3 welders both sides of the blue millers. The panels, they have to push up under the other panel, and then they have these little tabs that they have to go into a slot. So you have to take the bolts out of the panel above to take it out. Not take it out, just loosen them.
Yeah.
So you can stick it up in there and then force the tabs in.
So it's kind of a...
It was janky.
Yeah.
And it took me like an hour to do. And I thought that was too much time. And then he had me put a gas valve or something on a welder. And I had to go it was one of those red Lincolns. I can't remember which one it was. I don't think we used it though.
It's an old
yeah, one of the older ones. And he's having me replace it. And he's like, you have to go take, I don't know how these wires go, so go take that one apart and remember how they go. So I took a picture. And then I got done with that, and then I was like, I still need a hose clamp for it. And I went over to him. He's like, dude, slow down. I was like, what? I thought I was going too slow. And I go, all right, my bad. Hey, I'm not going to do it again. And he laughs, and then he gave me money. I had to go buy a hose clamp. And then I walked into Ace Hardware.
You went all the way to Ace Hardware?
Well, it was 9 minutes away.
Oh.
It wasn't like, and he gave me money. And he was like, go get lunch. And I was like, dude, I already ate. But thank you. And he's like, well, just keep it for gas. Like, yeah, okay. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis is the man, by the way.
Money baller.
He is a money baller.
Balls.
I plan to have him on my other podcast at some point. So
We should do it at Parkland.
I know. I was thinking that. That'd be cool. Do it out in the lab.
Yeah.
At night or something.
Maybe I should put my hat on since you called me.
I did not say. I said it was badass. I said you should wear that. Anyway, what I was saying was, I walked in there and the lady at the desk goes, "You need help finding anything?" I go, "No, I'm all right." And then I couldn't find it.
I knew that.
10 minutes later, couldn't find it, and I go up to the desk and I go, "Yeah, I couldn't find it. Can you help me?" Like, I was like, I came in here with a plan. I thought I knew where I was going. I thought I knew what I was doing. No idea. And then she took me to it right away. And
That
was
is
like,
hilarious.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I felt like a little man, not a big man, a little man. No offense to little men, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is rough. This is a rough day.
Walking in somewhere and not being able to find what you want is the worst because you're walking around like a chicken with your head off. Everybody's looking at you like you're retarded.
And then
'cause
they'll
you walked
ask you,
past them
yeah,
like three
they'll
times.
ask you for help, and then you'll be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then you got to come back 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
I can't
That's
find
exactly
it.
what I did.
I did that today too.
Yeah.
Actually, where was it? Dustin Sons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You walk in, you're like, yeah, I'm
I
the man.
I had never even been there before. I'm like, no, I don't need help.
Yeah, that's what I did. Fucking thing I did. I'm good. I'm a man. I know what I'm doing all the time. No fucking clue most of the time. But that was cool. Let's see. Any good other stories from this week? You got anything?
Let me think. Okay, so Lydia's sister
Yeah.
took Harper and her
Yeah.
daughters to a football game that Allie was cheering at. So Jesus, dude.
You moved that up with your toe, by the way. And you were doing this. And
Well, okay, let me tell my story.
Sorry.
So she came and dropped Harper off, and I was the only one home doing body work on my truck.
Right.
And so Harper gets out. Lacey's leaving, backing up. I don't know if she wasn't paying attention or what, but I just hear this crunch and a scrape.
Oh.
She backed into the ditch, basically. Like half of her car came off the culvert as she was backing out, and then she like gets on the road, looks at me like that, and then goes to take off. Her bumpers hang on the ground.
Oh no.
And I'm like, dog. She stopped and popped it back in, and then she's messing with the plow stake that is like a guide for when to plow the driveway. And she's like, this thing just ripped my bumper off and tore my whole front end off. I'm like, no, you went in the ditch.
Did you say that?
I just didn't even say anything. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Whatever, yeah.
I don't care, you know?
Yeah. That was just her car.
I said, yeah, it's all right. We don't really use that anymore.
Yeah. Man, do I have to cut that out?
No.
Okay.
Why would you?
I don't know. I just being careful.
It was a blonde moment.
She's not blonde though, is she? Is she naturally blonde?
I have no clue.
I don't think so. Because Lydia's not.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I just didn't know what to think. I think she said she was looking for cars,
And she wasn't paying attention.
I
I could
don't
see
know.
that. I've been there.
know.
I backed into that guardrail. Same sort of
I
thing.
think that is so funny.
It sucked, dude. I was having such a good day. I was bumping tunes, windows down. It was a nice summer day. I was going for a run, and I pulled forward because I usually pull into this little parking spot, and I pulled forward because I was going to back in because, you know, I'm a certified badass, obviously.
Driving the Civic everywhere.
Yes, certified badass. And I just was retarded and just didn't. I don't even know what happened. It's the same deal as, I think I'm just a bad, in conclusion, I'm just not a very good driver, I guess, because I keep doing these things.
Well, you're thinking about something else, and then
Yeah, that's exactly it.
You know,
I don't know. And then there's a big dent in my car now.
That was such a good. That was the best spot on the whole car, and you caved it in.
I know. It was. It really was. There was no
That's all
damage.
right. I got a bad driving story. So one time I put this new fancy exhaust on my truck just before I tore it all the way back apart. And I had probably $200 in it. You know, I was pretty proud of it. Liked the way it sounded.
Yeah.
So, of course, I wanted to take old Zach for a drive, see what he thought about it. We got my puppy, Monty, in between us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't say anything. But we were out by my house, and there's this intersection. There's rock. So I'm trying to slide. And I slid, and then I slid, and then went like that. And we went straight into the ditch. And Monty ate the dash.
He did.
Dude. I think that's why he's so scared of car rides.
I also think that's why he's such a good dog.
Could be. And
He
not
got
the
something-
toddler
yeah.
murderer.
Yeah,
out of
dude.
him.
Oh, that was wild.
It was all the way on the frame
Yep.
in the ditch.
Yeah, it was like a teeter
Yeah,
totter.
you had to hop in the back
Yeah.
and jump, and I was just floored.
We were like, oh,
yeah, it was
shit.
bad. I thought we were gonna have to walk home and
Yeah.
get forward or something.
No, it was crazy. Yeah, tried to swing it around the corner, which is kind of funny. You tend to try to swing it and end up in bad
Yeah,
situations.
that truck's kind of hard to handle.
Well, I'm saying the go-kart.
Oh, okay.
I'm connecting them.
Well, you were going too fast for my little yellow.
Okay. That's
go-kart.
true. That's
you were
true.
hauling balls, and I couldn't keep up.
And I wasn't it that I swung around the corner and then you tried to.
No, you were just flying. You were
Oh.
so far ahead of me. I was just
Oh,
metal,
you're trying to keep up.
pedal to the metal.
What we're talking about is Landon snapping his arm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then Zach, really what happened is Zach was so far ahead of me that I flipped my go-kart onto its side, and he decided that wasn't enough. So he came over, picked my go-kart up one-handed, grabbed me by the arm, and broke it over his leg. And then told
Like a
everybody
stick.
that I rolled it,
Like a stick, yeah.
that I kickstanded it.
There were some people who didn't believe.
Genuinely thought that you broke my arm.
I know. Yeah. Oh, it was bad. I remember I whipped around the corner. I took off, and then I looked because I didn't hear you or something, or I don't know. Something told me to look back, and I looked back, and you're laying, and I started. I was laughing. I was like, because it was funny. And then I turned around because to help you, and I got there, and you're like, dude, you have to flip it. You have to flip it. I just broke my arm, and so I didn't see your arm. I flipped it over, and then I saw your arm, and you're like, take my seatbelt off, and I couldn't. Because I didn't want to go close and touch it and mess it up, make it. So I'm like sitting there, literally tears are coming out of my eyes because I just see my friends. It was
Yeah, I remember.
like
Yeah, you were teared up. It was bad.
it was terrible. It was the worst thing
Yeah.
that I've
pretty
seen
gnarly.
happen to another person in person. And then he got a seatbelt with no help from me because I was too scared to. And then he's like, go get help. And I was like, no, get on the four-wheeler. I'll take you. So
I was going to walk.
yeah, you were planning on walking. He's like, no way. Get on the four-wheeler. Took you over there. And your dad, what did he say? Damn it, Landon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he said. We had a football game that day, too, remember?
Yeah. That was the year that I got you to play football.
Yeah.
And I don't even think we played.
Third game.
Was it?
Yep.
Did you play a few? Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough time. And then I remember later on, you broke it, and we were learning how to do this maneuver.
Yeah.
And you couldn't do it.
Well,
you
it
couldn't
hurt
do
so
it.
bad.
Yeah.
No, I learned how to do it.
Oh,
with my
yeah,
right
that's
arm,
right. And then
I broke it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And that was a big deal back in
I
those
was
days.
so
if,
mad,
if
dude.
you knew how to do that, you were kind of cool.
Yeah, it's
'Cause-
you can dip.
Yeah, that was a cool thing. was like that put you somewhere on the chart.
Yep.
And
Up on
then
the totem pole.
But the arm put you somewhere on the chart as well.
Yeah, I remember getting to school. I had that X-ray on paper, dog. So I was.
You showing
Somebody asked me, he's like, "Oh, how bad did you break it?"
You open up like this big binder.
I'm
like
pretty sure.
Flip right here.
Yep. I pulled it out. And I'm like, there it is, and it got passed around the art table.
Yeah, I'm kind of a badass.
Yep.
Who wants to give me gum and stuff for my broken arm and attention?
Yep. Who wants to sign this thing?
Yep.
Ekko signed it.
Ekko did sign it. Yeah. Do you remember how he died?
No.
Okay, so literally a normal day, summer day, he's inside. Ekko, by the way, backstory. My brother had his truck towed home from Florida because he lived in Illinois at the time. And Ekko is this little gecko. Was he a gecko?
Yeah, it was a gecko.
This little gecko that stayed on the truck for the whole ride. So we found him and put him in like a little carrier thing.
Like a Tupperware container, basically.
Yeah, and then we got a little cage for him. And so we had this little pet for like 2 or 3 weeks. And that was after Landon broke his arm, so Ekko got to sign it.
Mm-hmm.
Ekko the gecko. But anyway, so one normal day, walking around, doing all the normal stuff, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to check up on Ekko. And he is completely dried out, dead, completely. Like he's just been outside in the sun. And it was like the day before, he was alive, doing fine. The next day, completely dried out, dead, laying there. And I was like, whoa. Ekko is
not doing good.
He's not doing hot. And that was the end of Ekko. God. 2 or 3 weeks, and he just dried out and died. I don't know what happened. If he stopped drinking or something. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird thing. Yeah. Wild.
Poor guy.
Poor guy, dude. He's just living his life.
He rode all the way up from Florida.
Yeah, he made
That's a long
and it was
trek.
Actually, I don't think it was summer. I think it was like cooler. I think it was like fall.
It might have been.
No.
No,
it was spring.
No.
Yeah.
No, football's in the beginning of school. So yeah.
Yeah, it would have been fall.
It would have been the end of summer, basically.
Yeah. So it was cooler. Yeah. Rough. That was rough. I was thinking about something. Oh, we're gonna have William Tibbetts on the podcast Friday at some point. Yeah. He told me, he doesn't have any classes, so he told me just to let him know when. So we just had to figure out what time. And then we're going to have our first guest as well, which I think is a pretty legendary first guest.
I agree.
I'm very excited. We're going to pull that chair over there and have a nice little interview with Will. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know nothing. I'm excited to catch up. He's a good guy. Good guy, Will. I hope he sees this. I don't know if he watched the podcast and saw that I said I wanted to have him on, or he just, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. My mom was like, well, how's Will doing? And I was like, we're going to find out Friday.
So I got a quick little story. I was sitting at the little group of tables outside of my classroom for my music appreciation. I was the last person I needed a signature from.
Oh.
So I was waiting on him to walk by because before classes he just paces in the hallways. So I was going to catch him before class and have him sign it so I didn't have to go to class.
Yeah.
Well, this dude was trying to buy a drink out of the vending machine, but it wouldn't take his money. So I'm like, will it take this? Pulled money out of my wallet.
Aw.
And it was 4 ones. He had a 5, so I made $1 off of it.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, I was thinking you're just being sweet. No, you're just giving him. You made money off that transaction. That's cool.
But he made a drink.
Well, that's fair. I say that's fair. Yeah. I haven't used any of those vending machines. I said we were walking around that first day and I was like, I'm gonna use those. Mm-hmm. No, not once.
Have I ever any classes in the inside?
Yeah.
You do?
I just have math, and then like for the first week I just meandered around because I didn't have anything to do in between my time. So I could have at that time, but I didn't. Did I tell you the skateboard story? So I'm going to the gym at Parkland, and I don't know what he teaches, but I'm assuming he teaches something about physical. I don't know. There's classrooms down there, that are connected to the gym. It's kind of cool, and the locker room. But and he's like Swiss or German or some European, because his accent, I heard him the other day, and it's like cool as hell. But he has a skateboard and he's riding down, or he was in his office and he has a skateboard on the ground and he's about to take off and scoot down the hallway. And I was like, yeah, dope little board there. And he goes, and I'm continuing to walk. I'm 10 feet away from him at this point after I said it. Like 5 seconds later, or no, it was a good amount of time. And he goes, yep.
That's it.
That was it. I was like, all right, that's cool as hell. Yep. I was expecting thank you but yep, works for me.
I walked out one time, and this dude was hauling balls on razor blades.
Oh, that's badass.
Or not razor blades, roller blades. Razor blades.
I like that. I went with that.
No, yeah, that's funny. Actually,
Yeah, just
he knew what I meant.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, people scoot.
He was flying, and then I was trying to like stay away because I didn't want to get in the way of his jam sesh. You know?
Right? Yeah, dude's
And then
living.
he goes to the other side. He does a couple ballerina spins as I'm walking. Just does cool stuff.
That's cool as hell. I'm
Yeah, it was
be
pretty cool.
jealous. Like
It
that
was
takes a
pretty
lot
cool.
of
Brandon
skill.
Walsh used to do.
I know
that.
he used to. Yeah, he used.
Well, I don't know if he did ballerina.
No, but he was really into
But he
skating.
could skate
He
backwards.
posted something on his story where he was at the skating. He said like perfect time, or the right time of year for. He's remodeling the house that was across from Kurt and Cindy's.
He's not remodeling.
No, he's working with.
He's helping.
What's his name?
I know.
Yeah. We got it. We know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. He keeps posting stuff on his story, which is cool though.
I guess that house was really bad.
Yeah.
Like it was nasty.
Did you hear it from?
Leroy is his name.
Is that his name?
Johnson, yeah.
Oh. Well, I just saw that. What's it? The guy that we did the big red truck. For Justin. He sold, or it was his truck.
Oh, Dave?
Yes,
Yeah.
Dave. Yeah. I thought that's who was doing it.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's cool to see that house get fixed up.
Yeah. I guess it was really, really bad inside.
Like hoarder or just
Like just nasty.
just disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, it just sat there forever.
Like my neighbors, kind of. I think.
Oh, yeah.
That house had to have been
Yeah.
bad.
I can't imagine. It was rough. Do you remember when we were riding the 4-wheel and that she yelled at us because we were riding on the sidewalk?
Yeah, and she threatened to call the cops
Yes,
on us,
yep.
but there was way worse stuff going on
Yeah.
over
The cops would have had to come up to the house and take a report, and they could have just seen inside the door.
there.
And
Yep.
been over probably. Yeah, it was
They-
bad.
they
Those poor
threw-
kids.
They threw a puppy away, dude, in the trash.
What?
Yes.
Was it found or it
We
died?
watched them do it.
Did you go get it?
It was dead.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a puppy.
Oh. That sucks.
That was the very first people that was in there.
The first
they
people.
Were bad.
They used
yeah.
to throw like cans and shit over our fence
Mhm.
into our pond. That was shitty. That pissed us off.
Yeah.
I remember. Do you remember the kids that lived there?
Yeah.
Do you remember we were teaching the one kid about lightning in the back of your dad's truck? Yeah, like I don't know why he was over. I don't know. He's probably wandering around town because his parents are crack
Right.
addicts.
Yep.
Um,
They got taken away for a while.
yeah, they did. But yeah, he came over and I think it was Alex. I don't know. I think it was someone kind of different. Like it might have been us and like Kyler or something.
Maybe it was Billy.
Yeah, it might have been. I don't remember. Yeah, it probably was Billy. But
We
yeah,
used to hang out with Billy quite a bit.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But we got to have Billy on. I'll have to.
I highly doubt.
I think he'd come on.
You think so?
Anyway,
I saw him today.
Yeah?
Saw him today by Parkland. Yeah.
I saw him driving his
Semi.
Yeah.
Or his flatbed.
I saw him on the interstate, and I texted him immediately. I said, I just saw you driving your tow truck. And he goes, no, you didn't. Next day, I texted him back, yeah, I did. And then he texted me back, I've never driven a tow truck in my life. I said, fuck you. You know what I'm talking about. Goober. God, he's always like 5 steps ahead.
Yeah, dude.
It's wild.
Donnie called him a sneaky little shit.
I
You
know.
remember that?
Yeah, sneaky little shit. That'll forever stay.
Yeah. Yep.
Sneaky little shit. We should title the podcast. We had the sneaky little shit on when we have him on. If we.
Or this sneaky little shit.
This sneaky little shit. He's a sneaky little shit. Anyway.
He's fun.
The lightning. There was like lightning going on. And the kid was freaking out. And we're like, no, it's okay. It's like, it's not, it just happens. There's nothing to be scared of. And then
we explained to him how it actually works.
Yeah.
The clouds.
Yeah,
and
as
moving
if we
around.
knew what
Yeah,
we were talking
right.
about.
We were
Yeah,
like
no.
7.
Yeah. We were just spitballing. Just spitballing. Now let's talk about when we flipped the 4-wheeler.
So, Zach thought it was a good idea.
Whoa.
No, that you started
Okay,
this. Yeah.
true.
To stick your head out
It could have been any
and
of us.
because you had a helmet on, and
Yeah.
let the flowers in the front of
Smack
his
you.
house smack his
'Cause it
helmet.
sounded
which your dad
cool.
would have been pissed.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know what we were thinking.
Yeah, no, we weren't. That was the problem.
So I ended up driving the 4-wheeler while Zach and Cohen,
yeah.
my uncle, were
Yeah.
on the back. Well, I was looking back at them to make sure I was close enough, and I hit a rock, ramped it, rolled it up onto its side.
yeah, it was bad.
None of us got hurt.
It was like scratches, maybe a few bruises. But
And then we had to push it up front, and your dad knew instantly.
I think I rode it, and then we were all.
Oh, and then me and Cohen were walking.
Yeah. And then he was like, "What happened?" And I go, "Nothing." And then you told him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. And then he like he thought it was kind of funny. We were fine, and the 4-wheeler was fine, so it was funny to. We were obviously shaken up by what had just
kind
happened.
of scared.
Yeah, no, it like I remember like being thrown off the 4-wheeler.
Mhm.
Like, thankfully, honestly, because if the 4-wheeler landed on us, that would have sucked. That'd have been bad.
Yeah. 3 kids on a giant 4-wheeler.
That was a bad. Thank God we had helmets on.
And Gavin wanted to get on there too.
Thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Oh my
that'd have been
God,
bad.
he would have probably died or something.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
He would have got a scrape on his arm, and it would have been the hugest.
It would have
deal.
been the end of the world, probably. He'd still be talking about it. Or he could have become a man from that. I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, we're still talking about it, so.
True. True. We're still caught up on it. Yeah, I got PTSD. I hope that when Peyton just texted me, it didn't mess with the recording. We'll see. We shall see.
Oh no.
I like
Does
that
it
you...
stop?
No, it shouldn't. I had to check it, though. Ooh. No, it's good.
We're still filming. My mom called me. But
Fuck it. We're podcasting
Yeah.
right now,
we're
Mom.
busy, dude.
You can wait because we've got a podcast. Very cool. Yeah, did you like did you see my story?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it? Did you like what I used? The terminology? Super fun. You're going to want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked that.
I thought you were being sarcastic.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was not. I bet some people didn't pick that up.
Chase texted me.
I
I
know,
thought
it's
that
funny.
was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that someone actually like watched it. I did not expect
If
that at
somebody
all.
would actually watch it, it'd be Chase.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And he's gonna watch this one and listen to it. So shout out to Chase.
Yeah, shout out to Chase. Let's
Yeah.
get Chase on
Fuck
here.
yeah, we'll get Chase. We got so many people to bring on. We got
If they accept the challenge.
right if they're cool enough.
If they can talk for an hour straight.
I don't. We're struggling to talk for an hour straight.
I
right
know,
now.
dude.
It's rough. We might have to cut her short. Well, it is 5:43 too.
Yeah.
So
I don't girls get out at 5:30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why Peyton. I did just say Peyton texted me. Unless she's dancing, like doing tricks while
While texting.
texting me. Yeah, that's cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really
That's
cool.
art, really.
Yeah. I was gonna say about Peyton got me out of my comfort zone. I think I told you, but I was like debating on posting that on my story.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah,
like,
you
"Do
told
it,"
me
and
about
I was like, "Okay." And then I was like, "Actually, I don't care about people's opinions," which is a lie still. But I think I'm gonna do it on. I think I'm gonna post this one on the Parkland.
You should, yeah.
Just fuck it,
No,
you
do
know?
it, dude.
I think it there's nothing but good things that can happen from it. So we're gonna try it. If anyone sees this and actually listened 40 minutes into it, shout out to you. Fuck yeah, you're a fucking
Yeah.
legend. If
Thanks
you don't
for going to Parkland.
Yeah, for
Don't
real.
drop out.
Don't drop out. It's hard, obviously.
It's too hard.
And you
Don't
don't want
drop
to
out.
You don't want to be this fucking guy.
You don't want to be like me.
No, you don't want to own a shitty white 69
or
8.
8, 72, 37.
You don't want to be that guy.
all the years.
Maybe you do. If you do want to be that guy, don't be that guy.
You don't want to have
Stick.
no money like me.
Stick through college. And if you made it this far, comment. This podcast fucking sucks. Please.
Damn,
Actually,
that's not
tell
nice.
tell me in person. I think it's funny. If someone tells me out in person, I'd be like, yeah,
you should give them your address so they can come here and tell you in person.
No.
You should get a P.O. box so you can have them mail you fan mail.
That's a solid idea. I'll have to do that. I will have no mail for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, probably.
Unless this takes off, which it shall. By the way, let's do the shameless plug. Share this to all your friends and family. Subscribe. Like the video. I hope to never do that ever again.
Oh, it didn't make a
That's
cool noise.
fucked up. I bet it did.
No, it didn't.
No. Well,
No.
it showed up. That's your fart right there.
No way, dude.
That's your fart, dude. Come on, man. These microphones are good. They pick up farts.
No way.
They pick up the AC.
No.
Yeah. If you
No.
listen to it, the
Will it
dogs,
pick up that dog?
goddamn dogs.
Will it pick up the dogs?
Today I talked to them. Today I got on my car and they weren't
talked to the
barking.
dog?
Yeah. Today I got on my car and they weren't barking. And I
One
go,
time,
thank you guys.
I was walking down the driveway, and the dog was standing there.
Which, this driveway?
The brown one, yeah.
Yeah.
And I look at it, and it's staring at me, and then it randomly started hysterically barking.
Yeah, no, they do that.
It's like, what is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
I was like, thank you guys. How are you? I got on my
and then
car.
they start freaking out.
Yeah, I got on my car and I go, what? No barking. How are you guys doing today? And
And
then,
then they jump the fence and maul me.
yeah, in their fucking dreams, I'd kill that dog.
I went to Harbor
I've
Freight
been
today.
planning on killing a dog if it
And-
tried to attack me since my attack.
Well, this is where I was at today. So I was at Harbor Freight, and there was this Crown Vic, I think, that was black with like 5% tint on the windows. You couldn't see inside.
Yum.
But there was a Rottweiler, and both back windows were all the way down, and it was like mean barking at the car that was parked behind it. So there was the Crown Vic was here, the other car was here. And it had like, it was out for blood for this person in that car. It was staring
Was it
at
a
them.
child in the car?
It was a white person.
Well, fair.
I don't know what the relation is there, but I'm like, if that dog jumps out and tries to attack me, I'm gonna choke it out.
Dude, yeah, I've been planning.
I will wrap my legs around it,
Dude,
and choke it
yeah,
out.
I'm not saying, I'm
don't
not
want it.
asking for a dog to
You
attack
don't
me.
want it to happen, dude.
But I've been planning since the age of 3 on what to do. So, come at me, bitch. I hope it's a female dog too. And then I'll be like, yeah, I just killed your bitch. No, I don't want a dog to attack me. And honestly, I'm talking all this smack, but I would probably get mauled.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, especially if it's Monty. You know how he doesn't like you.
Yeah, no. If he...
We should get Monty in on the podcast.
Yeah, we should.
What he has to
Well,
say.
you got to get him to speak first. Teach him how to speak.
Oh, he does.
Do you remember? Were you ever at my house when Kyler would come over and he the whole time he'd just go, "Lexi, speak."
Messing with Lexi.
Lexi,
yeah.
speak.
Yep.
We had to get Jake on the podcast.
You think
He's
he'd come?
so much fun. Yes. If he was in town, we were talking about it while he was this summer doing the podcast, and Jake was super excited about it. If he was being truthful, Jake probably ain't gonna watch this far. You know who I want to get on the podcast? Parker Stevens. I think he'd be pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Because I texted him. I was like, hey, do you have any advice for getting a camera? Because I explained why. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And then he asked me about the podcast. And then at Mason's the last time, he saw me and he came up and, dude, I'm sorry, Parker, if you're listening to this, but I watched him eye me down. Like, I knew what he was looking at me because he wanted to talk to me about it and ask me more questions. And I watched him from, like, the other side of the room look at me and then slowly come over, and then he was like talking to someone behind me and I could hear him and I was like, I know he's gonna talk to me. But I acted like I didn't see him because I'm cool.
Whatever, dude.
So, but no, I like Parker.
In your fucking dreams.
He's cool. If he could edit the podcast, that'd be so cool. But I'm not doing that. I wouldn't make a Parker do such a thing. Also, he could give me some advice on this sort of thing because he edits a lot, which I would need. I have no clue. I thought I was good at editing on my phone when I did like all the movies and stuff. No, I have no idea what I'm doing. It was difficult. I had a lot of learning to do. Like getting this audio into it was kind of an ordeal, and I forgot how to do it. I'll have to relearn again.
That sucks.
But anyway, that's the point of this podcast, is to learn how to do all this stuff so I can confidently do it for the business podcast.
We should start a band.
Fuck it. Why not? We can do it on GarageBand.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I'm recording with, which isn't technically for podcast recording, but
what is for podcast recording?
True.
You know what I mean?
The universe. Can you imagine how many podcasts are going on right now? People are podcasting at the moment.
The Hawk Tua girl started one.
Dude.
And I guess it's pretty interesting from what I heard.
She kept the hype. Like, she figured out what to do.
Kept it alive, yeah.
Yeah, it was impressive. I'm impressed because most memes like that, they just come up and die. She didn't die.
No,
it's impressive.
She's trying to stick around.
And I'm sure she made enough money because she was selling merch and shit. I'm sure she made enough money. And she was a teacher, so I'm sure she definitely made enough money. She'd be good for a few years at least.
Yeah.
Jax Nelson. Sorry, I had to connect the dots with the names. Jax Nelson texted me after I posted it, and he goes, "Is this similar to the Hawk 2 podcast?" And I said, "Some might say."
What?
He texted me that. And I didn't even know she had a podcast.
Yeah.
So I was just responding.
I saw something on TikTok, and they said it was about, like, 1600s naval war. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
I mean, I guess she's
Something
a teacher.
Something totally weird.
So that's cool.
Who knows if that's true or not? It could have been a total
True
gag.
They could have been just yanking your chain.
Yeah.
They got you. They fucking got you.
They probably did, yeah.
And fucking, they set the hook, and you're just.
I'm flopping on dry land.
You're flopping
right
on
now.
dry land. Yeah. We're this podcast. By the way, most of the things we say, if we're talking about, for instance, politics or anything of the sort, we have no idea what we're talking about.
No,
so
we quite literally have no clue.
Yeah, we're just
about anything with any of that stuff.
Basically, just shit talking, kind of, to an extent,
for fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that's the idea of the podcast. Just
we're just talking.
Yeah,
for fun.
Just living.
We're just living.
We're just living. Isn't that awesome?
That is.
I was talking. Oh, Sheridan and JoJo. Shout out if they listen to this. Same with Bryce and Noah. Shit, if Noah were to listen to this, it'd be dope. I'd love Noah. Text me.
Did he really?
Please, no.
Oh,
so do it if he's hearing this. Anyway, Sheridan or JoJo called me and I answered the phone. I go, "What's up, brother?" And Sheridan goes, "Not your brother." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Hi, Sheridan.
I'm not your brother.
How's it going?" And he's like, "Oh, good. I've got some podcast names for you." So he started like making fun of me with the names. Like, it was just it was like joking, you know. Mm-hmm. But he gave me a few actual like names that he came up with, because I guess JoJo said that Sheridan was telling him name ideas while they're at work, and JoJo's like, "Just call him, dude. Seriously? I'm not gonna be able to remember that."
That's cool.
Yeah, Sheridan's fucking cool. You'll have to meet him this summer maybe. We'll go out to Cali.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it.
Sheridan's badass.
We'll get my truck painted, and then I'll have no money, and then
I'll have to supply all the money.
Yeah, and then we'll go.
Which is actually, fuck it. We're gonna have money from this.
We'll take my truck out there.
No, that'd be so dope.
That would be.
I was thinking today. I had to finish my story first. Well, I'll finish this because I won't remember the thing that I'm thinking about right now. Anyway, so I was thinking today. Super positively. I was thinking things. What's the word when you think something and then it happens?
Optimist.
No.
Oh,
I know. You're making things.
Yes.
Someone is watching this right now and just screaming it or some shit. They're like, "That's a word."
I know it.
It
starts with an M.
Yeah. What the fuck? I don't know either.
Manifest.
Yes.
Manifesting.
So I'm manifesting, kind of. That's a joke. I'm not gay. And we love gays, by the way.
We're trying to get one on.
We're trying to get one on. That'd be so cool. I told Peyton that, and she's like, "Why would you want to do that?" Actually, no. She gave me the idea. She was like, "It would be hilarious because he's funny." He is funny. He taught me a word the other day.
I know, you told me.
Slag it. And I'm not going to say it, but you can make with what you do with that word. I was thinking positively to affect the universe. If you know, you know. If you've been there, you've been there. I'm talking about a book that I read. Anyway. And so I'm like daydreaming basically. If this took off, then I could either be the cameraman or we could have you do a mechanic show. And like branch off, make this a whole big thing.
Yeah.
You know?
That'd be kind of cool.
Because I don't fucking know nothing, but you do.
That would be
I
cool.
could record it, the first ones or something. And then you could have your mechanic show, and then I have my business podcast show. So
That
we
would
both
be
have our
cool.
own things
Yeah.
and something together. It'd be badass. Hopefully that would happen. I'm speaking into the universe, so law of attraction, come back, baby. Give me some, baby.
Bring her around.
The story, what was I saying? JoJo?
In Sheridan.
Yeah. They were just giving me bullshit names. And then they were like just legitimately making fun of me. Like, I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I go, what are you guys doing? Just living? And I was like, oh shit, that is it. That is it. And they're like, no, that's not very good. And I was like, fuck you. I'm naming the podcast that because that's
Hang
the
up
best.
on him.
No, I go, and then they were talking because a brotherly thing that Bryce did to me one day. He used to do all the time. JoJo. He's like, I go, all right, man, I gotta do something, or I'm busy, or I gotta go. And he goes, I'm busy too, and hung up, and just immediately hung up. And he did it multiple times. I'd do it every time I did it. I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go, and then he'd be like, oh, I'm busy. I'm too busy to talk, and then he'd just hang up on me. And I did it to JoJo, and I go, yeah, because they were talking shit to me, and I go, yeah, I'm too busy, gotta go. And then I didn't hang up, and then he started to laugh, and then he hung up.
I gotta text my mom real quick.
Oh, that was good. Anyway, I think this is probably it. We are 52 minutes in. That's really solid. So I'm happy with that. I think this will post this week, I think, hopefully. Today is the 17th. So hopefully it'll be up in the next few days. And then we'll have Will's podcast post next week, which will be our first guest, which are our second episode is our first guest. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Get the thing rolling. And if you think this podcast sucks, you need to rewire your brain. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to. I need to learn how to be a media person. I was thinking about that. I was like, if this were to work, I don't post things.
You can't say retard.
You can.
Shane
Comedy.
Gillis does.
Comedy is bringing that back.
Comedy's bringing it.
Also,
That's
I have
hilarious.
dyslexia, so I can say that word, and I gave you the pass.
Whatever, dude.
Nah, you want me to get the paperwork out, buddy?
You know who really has dyslexia?
Yes.
Josh Martin.
Oh yeah, we connect a lot of time on
He said
Get Josh
he
on.
was reading something and he read it ass backwards. Like,
Did
I'm
he?
not even kidding. And he's like, "Oh, hold on, sorry, I'm dyslexic."
that. He stole my joke.
He was being like dead ass.
Oh,
Yeah,
we connect a lot of the times on that.
I like Josh.
I love Josh.
He's fun to talk to.
He's so fun. Yeah, Josh and Deontay. You know,
I haven't really talked to Deontay.
I haven't
before.
talked to him much, but they were telling me, or not, Adrian was telling me that I should get them on the podcast because they banter back and forth and it's
That's
hilarious.
funny.
So maybe our first, well, not our first. We'll probably have Ethan and Landon on at the same time, but one of our 4-person podcasts because that's as far as I'm going. I'm not going 5 people.
Mm-mm.
I also don't have the interface to do it. So, but yeah, that would be cool to get them on. They're so funny. Josh came up here. He loved the apartment.
Did he?
Yeah, he came up. We were at Ag Days, and I didn't want to stand around with Peyton anymore because my back hurt because I'm a little bitch boy. And so I saw Josh and Adrian on the golf cart, and I was like, give me a ride. It was like I would have been home before the time that they got me home because they had to take Adrian, drop her off, whatever. So I was like, I just want a golf cart ride. That's what I told him. And so then I was like, yeah, you want to see the apartment? It's pretty cool. And so he came up here, and he talked to me for 15 minutes. up here. We're just shooting the shit. I was like, yep, I'm friends with my girlfriend's uncle. What can I say? I wish that I got to see Justin more. He's at the bar all the time.
Yeah, I talked to him.
Yeah,
a little
you
bit.
see him.
Did you see that engine and transmission
I
I
saw
sent
it.
you?
I didn't see that. I saw the Nova, but I didn't get to look at it because my Facebook's blocked.
You could literally put that 440 in 727 torque flight straight into that Monaco and have a burnout machine for a daily for like less than $2,000.
I don't have enough money.
Yes, you do.
Fuck you.
Yes, you do.
Fuck you. Why are you putting bad thoughts in my head?
I will take their trailer to
If
grab
you
that car.
can convince Peyton and my parents and
Peyton,
Grandpa
why do you have to
Frank-
convince Peyton?
I don't have to convince her. She's just gonna be unhappy about the situation because she hates when I spend money. And
She's gonna love it when you're going to drive-ins in a
True.
fucking vintage
True.
vehicle.
Good
It is
point.
the coolest thing in the whole world.
Good point.
We could take the Monaco and the Chevelle and park them next to each other at a drive-in. You know how cool that would be?
You are selling me.
You know how cool that would be? Like, seriously.
You're selling me on someone else's vehicle right now. You're
Yeah.
doing the hard
Because
work.
I want it. And
I
I,
know.
think you
So-
should have it.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'd love to have it. I just don't have anywhere to put it. Grandpa Frank's not gonna like it sitting, and I do have money. I just don't like spending money. That's not true. The sound
Just
system's
say, whatever, dude.
Yeah. But also pay attention to my Klipsch speakers. They're fucking sick. Anyway,
Could have bought a Monaco.
I could. The PC sells, and I have all the money for it.
I will tell Justin that you're buying the Monaco.
You can tell him.
I'm telling him that.
Okay.
I'm going to tell him Zach is buying the Monaco.
Then you have to explain to my parents why I did it, and
I will call Donnie, and he'll be like, fuck, I'll call him right now.
yeah, call him right now.
I fucking call him right now.
Please, let's get my dad on the podcast for a conversation of me buying a vehicle. Okay, we'll see. He should answer. It'd be unlike him if he didn't answer. Mm-hmm. He might not have his phone.
Donnie, no.
He might not answer. That's a bummer. That'd have been funny. You didn't spell his name right. Two N's.
Two N's.
Two N's.
I put that in there like a million years ago. Oh, shit.
He call you back?
No, I tried to call him.
Oh. Well, no, we're not getting him.
Where's your mom's? What's
I
your
don't know.
mom's
You gonna call
number?
her?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Look it up. Search.
Hold on.
You can search for it.
Is that how you spell your mom's name?
Yeah. No, it's not.
They're going to think you got hurt or something, and I'm trying to
Probably.
get a hold of them.
It's Autumn. I think. I don't know how to spell my mom's name. I'm dyslexic. Back to the dyslexia thing. Neither of them are going to answer. Kind of not surprised. A lot of times
What in the world?
they don't answer. They don't have their phones on them all the time. They'll be like watering or something. They don't answer. And it makes me very mad. Like, very mad. They'll call you back. And you have to convince them when... Yeah, good luck. It's your deal. I have the money. It's your deal to convince them.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I would love
You're
that.
buying the Monaco.
I would love
dude.
to avoid that entire conversation if you could just do it for me.
I will.
So, that's perfect. But it's 58 minutes in. We're doing really good on time. We've made an hour. 2 episodes with an hour.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
you're buying the Monaco.
Okay. So, we'll see. Maybe next episode we'll get
Well-
back to that story. Also, we said we were going to talk about the debate.
We did not talk about the debate.
No, we have
at all.
not said a thing.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say I don't really give a shit. I'm not going to vote. So, that's my opinion on the situation. The Kamala sounded better, but she lied a lot. And Trump didn't sound great because Kamala's...
Yeah, but Trump was honest.
Yeah,
He's
do
like,
that.
I don't have a plan. I have concepts of a plan.
I liked that. That's
Yeah.
the same. Yeah, because it's like
Think-
Kamala was like, just hey, we're gonna do this, and this, and she wasn't
can't back it
realistic.
up.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wasn't realistic. Also, if you say you're gonna do that, why didn't you do that while you're in office?
She's president right now.
She's vice president.
No, she's president right now.
Well, true. Yeah. Next episode, we're going into flat Earth theories. Thank you. See you.
Flat Earth theory. What the fuck are you talking about?
Because you said she's president right now and Joe Biden's president right now. So that's a theory. You could say Kamala's running the show, or the Democratic Party's running the show, and Joe Biden's just a pawn.
So's Kamala. I think that's why they can't ever come up with anything to say. They
also
don't know
think-
what to say.
I think that all of them, like the entire system, is a pawn.
I don't think Trump is.
I think he's less than everyone else, but I think he's still got some.
I think the Democratic Party's trying to take him out.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the second assassination attempt? Or it was a guy that was going to. He didn't shoot and he didn't get anything. I don't know much
That's
about
still
it.
an attempt.
It was an attempt. So, yeah, no. That's what people say.
It's
Fucked up. Either way, it's fucked up. So, that's the end of the podcast. We'll see you next time with Will, hopefully, if everything goes to plan. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. That's